ABC 15 sports director Brandon Dunn has a preview from Tampa, Florida.
Good evening and welcome back to Tampa as we continue our coverage on the national championship. Busy day for the Tigers as they continue their preparation for Monday's national championship against Alabama. The day began with the Tigers and Tide up front. Mics in hand to talk about the national championship, among other things.
You got to win in September. You got to win in October. You got to win in November. So it all builds to this point, and that's really been our focus.
They are a tough team. It's going to be a war, and I'm very excited just to play them because they are a tremendous team.
Both teams back in the title game for the second consecutive year, a feat nearly unheard of in college football.
Both teams have been back in it these 2 years. This doesn't happen. You know, it's not like this is the norm.
It took a lot of hard work and dedication and teamwork, and, you know, we're back here.
Later in the afternoon, the Tigers on the field at the Bucs practice facility, the first since arriving in Tampa Friday.
Our preparation this week has been awesome. We have another practice today. We're going to polish everything up, but I think our preparation has been second to none, and we're just ready to go out and play Monday.
The detail's been amazing, you know what I mean, because I feel like guys are just a lot more involved and focused on the task at hand.
For Clemson, their defense in particular, this matchup is one a year in the making. And after their performance against Ohio State, one has to believe that they are ready for the challenge.
We were able to put together a good performance last week, but we had to earn everything, too. It's not like, you know, Ohio State was just letting us run through them. You know, we still had to earn everything we got last week, and we're going to have to do the same this week.
Sunday is yet another busy day as Dabo Swinney and Nick Saban are front and center for the final press conference prior to Monday's national championship. Of course, we'll continue our coverage on this national title game coming up tomorrow night. Reporting on the Tigers and the Tide here in Tampa, Brandon Dunn, ABC 15 Sports.
ABC 15 sports director Brandon Dunn is at the site of the game. Let's go live to Brandon now in Tampa, Florida. What's happening, Brandon?
Hey, thanks, Mark. Yeah, we're back here at Raymond James Stadium. Just a couple of, well, I'd say about an hour and a half away from kickoff in this national title tilt between Alabama and, of course, the Clemson Tigers. The Clemson defensive players are on the field as we speak. After what they did in Arizona, they're feeling really nice about their opportunity to take on one of the better offensive units in college football. The last time the Clemson defense hit the field, they shut out Ohio State. It's the first time the Buckeyes have been shut out since 1993.
I mean, you can't really ever get comfortable. You always got to, you know, strive to be better than what to know what you were the week before. You know, you always want to get better. You never can get complacent because when you get comfortable, you know, that's when you'll get exposed.
This unit has used that performance to prepare for Alabama. Looking back at the film and using what was successful in the desert to their advantage by the Bay.
Monday is going to solidify everything that we've been waiting to do for the past year. We owe them. I mean, it's going to be sweet.
Defensive coordinator Brent Venables has confidence in his guys, his front four in particular. These guys have become the backbone to a defense that ranks third in sacks with 49.
We're playing well right now. Our guys have a lot of confidence. We got a good chemistry. You know, as a team, you know, you win the way we did. Obviously, it's a shot in the arm.
Stopping the Alabama run game is priority number one. It's their identity, and it's vaulted them to become the best in college football.
We got a really good game plan for it, man, because we're very good up front, and they're very, very good up front. So it's going to have to be, you know, just executing the game plan. You know, they do a lot of different things with their run game now because their quarterback can run the ball. So it's really just going to be executing the game plan.
Scarborough, you know, set the record last week, I believe, in their bowl game, almost 200 yards rushing and a bunch of yards after contact. Got that big physical presence that you can't simulate in a scout team.
Now, if any units, both sides of the football should be as confident as anybody, it's that Clemson defense. I'll tell you what, their performance against Ohio State was historic. We'll see if they can match that tonight against this very potent bunch from Alabama. It's another rematch, and it's for the national championship. We'll break it all down for you coming up tonight at 7 as we continue our coverage here on the national championship, gearing you up for that 8 o'clock kickoff in Tampa. Reporting on both teams here at Raymond James Stadium, I'm Brandon Dunn. Let's send it back to Mark in Myrtle Beach. Top-seeded Dillon, ranked number 1 in 3A, taking on Xavier Thomas. We all know what that young man's going to bring to the table. And Wilson Tigers actually reeling a little bit as of late, starting off really good, and then they've lost the last two, trying to get back into the swing of things against Well, a very good Dillon team who's won 4 straight state championships. There's Xavier, the only captain on the field for the Tigers tonight. And very first possession, Tyler Johnson. He's going to keep it and pick up some big yardage right through the teeth of that Wildcat defense, but the drive stalls. Dillon's first possession, Johnny Allen, right up the middle. Oh yeah, he grabbed an offer for Purdue just recently, and here's the reason why, because he's a good player. Hawkins is going to hit Josh Leach, and then Xavier is just going to nail Leach. And yeah, unfortunately, Jackie's not really quite liking what he sees there. Allen needed some water because right after that, he's going to get right back into it and get back in the swing of things. Hawkins, the deep pass, right on the money. That is one heck of a throw. That's why this kid is a 4-star with talent written all over him. Next play up the middle, Johnny Allen yet again down to the 6-yard line. A few plays later, Wildcats looking to go ahead and get on the board. And it's Allen one more time, and oh yeah, he finds the Easter egg. Dillon goes on to win this one. 37-0 tonight. We conclude our 2-part series with Coastal Carolina baseball coach Gary Gilmore. We talk College World Series, the national championship, and look ahead to the 2017 season. You get to Omaha. I was there when you when you pulled up on the bus. You got off the bus and you walked into the stadium. What was that feeling like for you?
Couldn't have been more proud to represent Coastal Carolina and represent them with that group of kids.
Your lineup is going to be a lot different than it was last year. You don't necessarily have the power guys that you had last year, the G.K. Youngs, the Connor Owens, those type guys. When you look at this team from a coaching standpoint, what do you do to make this team successful?
I think you have to go back, Brandon, to can this team be a team of guys that have that unbreakable belief in themselves, in this program, and the guy sitting beside them on both sides, the guy across the room from them. You know, and again, it's a lot harder to quit and give up when things are tough, when you have an unconditional love for one another. But can we get 35 guys doing it? You know, if we can get that, where they won't quit on each other at any point in time, this team will be very good.